One of these costs 5 grand more. One of them is the best-selling car in America. And by the end of this video, only one of them wins your money. Let's settle it. Welcome back to Which Car Wins, where we race the cars, review the cars, and give you a real verdict. No fluff. Today, the brand new Chevy Bolt, the cheapest EV you can buy, going head-to-head with the gas car most people buy instead of going electric, the Toyota Corolla. Same job, two totally different ways to do it. Let's break it down. First up, the electric side. The 2027 Bolt starts at just under 29 grand, gives you 262 miles of range, 210 horsepower, and it finally charges on the Tesla-style plug. In the other lane, the Toyota Corolla starts around 24,000, does 35 miles per gallon, and it's been quietly outselling almost everything for decades. One's the future, one's the safe bet your uncle swears by. Let's start where everybody starts. The sticker. On paper, the Corolla wins easily. It's about $5,000 cheaper to drive off the lot. 5 grand is a lot. That's a used car, a nice vacation, or 2 years of insurance. So if this were just about the number on the window, we'd be done. But it's not, because the cheaper car to buy isn't always the cheaper car to own. Keep that in mind. All right, the part you came for, straight line, both cars, foot flat. The Bolt makes 210 horsepower and, more importantly, instant electric torque. The Corolla makes about the same power, but it has to rev, shift through a CVT, and get moving. 3, 2, 1, go, and it's not close. The Bolt jumps 6.8 seconds to 60 versus the Corolla's 8.5. Electric torque just doesn't wait around. Round 2 goes to the Bolt. But let's be honest, you're not drag racing to work. So how do they feel day to day? The Bolt is smooth, silent, and that instant torque makes city driving genuinely fun. Every stoplight is a little launch. The Corolla is fine. It's comfortable, it's quiet enough, it's easy. It's the car that never surprises you, good or bad. If your commute is short and full of traffic lights, the Bolt makes you smile more. If you just want appliance simple, the Corolla delivers. This round's a tie. It depends who you are. Now, the round that actually decides this, running costs. The Corolla sips gas at 35 miles per gallon, so figure around $1,100 a year in fuel. The Bolt, charged at home overnight, costs roughly half that. Call it $540 a year, so the EV saves you about $560 every year you own it. That's real money. Charge at home, plug in like your phone, never visit a gas station. Round goes to the Bolt, but hold on because that saving has a catch and it's coming up. Here's where gas fights back. The Corolla goes over 500 miles on a tank and refuels in 3 minutes anywhere. The Bolt gives you 262 miles, plenty for a week of commuting, but on a long road trip, you're planning charging stops, and a fast charge still takes longer than a splash of gas. Good news, the Bolt now uses the Tesla-style plug, so it can finally use the biggest charging network out there. If you road trip constantly, the Corolla is still easier. Round to the Corolla. Long-term, the Bolt has a quiet advantage, no oil changes, no spark plugs, way fewer moving parts to break. The Corolla is famously reliable, but it still needs regular servicing. Over 5 years, the EV usually costs less to maintain, but the Corolla has the best resale reputation in the business, so it holds its value like a champ. Call this one a narrow win for the Bolt on running costs, a narrow win for Toyota on peace of mind. So about that 5 grand price gap, on fuel savings alone, it takes the Bolt around 8 years to pay you back. That's the honest math, but, and it's a big but, like, if you qualify for EV incentives where you live, that gap can shrink or vanish overnight, and suddenly, the Bolt is the smarter buy from day one. So before you decide, check what you actually qualify for. It can completely change the answer. Time for the verdict. Round by round, the Bolt takes acceleration, fuel cost, and maintenance. The Corolla takes purchase price, road trip ease, and resale. On points, the Bolt edges it, but only if the money works for you. So here's the real answer. Quick gut check. Buy the Bolt if you can charge at home, most of your driving is local, and you qualify for any incentives. You'll spend less every year and have way more fun doing it. Buy the Corolla. If you road trip a lot, you can't charge at home, or you just want the cheapest, most no-drama car that'll run forever. Neither one is a bad choice, but only one is right for you. So, which one would you park in your driveway? Drop it in the comments, Bolt or Corolla. If this helped you, hit subscribe, because next week we've got another face-off you won't want to miss. That's it for this one. This is Which Car Wins, and now you know which car wins. See you next time.